From Nigeria to Ukraine, from Ukraine to Poland, from Poland to Finland, from Finland to Norway, from biomedical technology to chemistry, from chemistry to medicine, from medicine to nursing, from nursing to pharmacy, from pharmacy to clinical research, from clinical research to web development, from web development to IoT and electronics engineering. This is my journey in search of how to create an impact and leave the world a better place. My name is Charles Emakpo. I am a registered nurse with a master's degree in clinical research. I am also a self-taught full-stack developer and IoT electronics engineer. I am super excited to be part of the 2023 cohort of Antler, and I am looking forward to meeting you all in person. My aim of joining the Antler program is to learn from and engage with the other participants and the Antler team. I am also looking forward to making contributions toward the betterment of the projects of other participants, and more importantly, I am hoping to utilize this time to find a co-founder or co-founders with whom we can make the world a better place. I am a hacker, an hipster, and an hustler, and a commander by personality. So, a co-founder with a matching personality or traits will be ideal. Besides, I am also looking for a yes and co-founder that will not be afraid of the unknown, but rather will be interested in learning new things and doing things that they have never done before, no matter how ambitious the task may be. I have several startup ideas related to EdTech, FinTech, blockchain, and EduTech. Nevertheless, I have recently been paying more attention to one of my many EdTech ideas. The idea is about solving the problem of shortage of nurses. This is a problem that is projected to get worse with even more visible impact in the coming decade. The role of nurses have always been and continue to be very important to healthcare systems. Nonetheless, research have shown a decline in the numbers of people choosing nursing as a profession. Simultaneously, there is an increase in the numbers of nurses that are leaving the profession, and this is resulting in a global decline in the quality of healthcare services. It is also costing healthcare institutions billions of dollars, and sometimes it is a matter of life and death for patients. According to research, a large percentage of nurses who leave the profession do so because of heavy workload. And I can relate to the finding of this research because I have worked as a nurse for many years and can also recall several colleagues complaining about the same thing. Therefore, I strongly believe that reducing the workload on nurses will be instrumental in not only retaining nurses, but also improving the quality of healthcare services in general. Consequently, my solution is for healthcare and nursing jobs to be automated as much as possible. And this notion was echoed in the 2023 report and recommendations of the Norwegian Helsepersonellkommisjonen, known as Helsepersonnellkommisjonen in Norwegian language. In view of this, my startup idea is to create an artificial intelligence-powered robot that will assist nurses and help in automating some of the tasks that are performed by nurses. This robot will be called Mona, and in my vision, Mona will deliver food and other necessities to patients that are admitted in healthcare institutions. Mona will deliver blood samples collected by nurses from the ward to the appropriate laboratory within healthcare institutions. Mona will guide patients and visitors to where they need to go within healthcare institutions. Mona will take medications to patients and only deliver the medication upon successful identification by means of biometric data. Mona will welcome patients at healthcare institutions, take their vitals, and automatically enter these readings into the appropriate patient journal. These vitals will include temperature, blood pressure, blood glucose, oxygen saturation, urine test, CRP test, and many more. By doing all this, Mona will drastically reduce the workload of nurses. As such, nurses will have more time to spend with patients and perform adequate assessments, observation, and nursing diagnosis. Besides, healthcare institutions will also save costs as fewer nurses or helpers will be needed to render high-quality care to patients. In essence, patients will also benefit in the form of better human interaction with nurses and better quality of healthcare services at low cost. Mona will indeed be a win for all, and this is the future of healthcare. It will be a very big honor and privilege to be at the forefront of this transition. Moreover, the business opportunity is evident as the medical robotic market is estimated to be worth over $35 billion within the next 5 years. In essence, this is a rapidly expanding market that will be worth the while. Furthermore, I have spoken to several leaders of healthcare institutions in Norway, and there is a clear excitement and need for Mona. Besides, there are clear signals that the government of Western countries are going to be pouring unprecedented amount of resources into the use of automation, robots, and AI in healthcare institutions. So, my excitement is well justified, and I have done extensive research on how to enter the market. I have also started doing some groundwork like creating a biometric authentication system as well as the foundation of the MVP of the robot. However, I must say that there is need for further validation or refinement of the idea. Hence, I am hoping to get feedbacks and critical challenge of the idea during the program. So, despite being passionate about the idea, I understand that the timing may not be right, and for one reason or another, I may have to work on something else. Hence, I would like to say that I am still open to working on other ideas brought up by other participants and or supported by Antler. So, do not be deterred in reaching out to me with your ideas or feedback, or to join me if you fancy my idea and would like to change healthcare for the better. In conclusion, I would like to point out that I have relevant professional education and experience as a healthcare professional. I am also experienced in front-end and back-end web and native app development. This is in addition to my experience in server deployment, electronics engineering, and Internet of Things. Moreover, I am a goal-oriented person with a great sense of humor. I am resilient and do not get stressed easily because I have had to successfully navigate very difficult life situations in order to get this far. All of these and many more makes me a more than good choice as a co-founder. Besides, I entered the hustling world at a very young age. At about 10 years old, I started selling with my mom in our local marketplace in my town in Nigeria. At about 15 years old, I made a business by connecting cables from our TV antenna to our neighbors that could not afford to pay for TV antennas, and I successfully turned them into monthly paying customers. Then I used the money from this business to set up a game center where children in my neighborhood that could not afford to pay for PlayStation 1 could come and play for a little fee. Then again, I reinvested the proceeds of this business into buying shares in one of the biggest banks in Nigeria in the early 2000s. I also bought my first computer and a lot of encyclopedia CDs with the money because I was fascinated by the wealth of knowledge that I could get from reading the encyclopedias. The remainder of the money from my game center business was used to buy a book on how to program in Visual Basic. And thanks to these books, I started writing my first code while studying biomedical technology at a university in Nigeria. Today, I have lived in 5 different countries, speak and understand varying degrees of 7 languages. I have published a scientific article, self-taught myself programming and electronics engineering, launched my own cryptocurrency, and I am ready to join you in changing the world for the better. Yes, I am the hacker, the hipster, the hustler, and I am the co-founder that you have been dreaming of. I cannot wait for everything to kick off so that we can start building the inevitable future. In the meantime, enjoy this beat that I made for you.